You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
And welcome back to yet another review by Zombill. In today's review, big one here. First of all, these came from ImperialMist.com. And this, of course, is a juice review. How many flavors? We got 7. Oh, yeah, 7. So you know how we roll, peeps. We're going to go to the website, get some pricing information, have a look around, and then come back here and have ourselves a big vape session. So let's go to that website. And welcome to the brief online tutorial for Imperial Mist, which you can see is at ImperialMist.com. So let's go to their main website. This is their main website, ImperialMist.com. And as you can see, they have everything you would need to shop for either beginning to vape or for the advanced user as well, because they do carry a very nice selection of mods, which I will be doing a review on the 4.9 by A-Mod in the next video. They also carry several very good RDAs, RBAs, one of which I've covered previously, which is the Scion. I covered that for the makers of the Scion, which is Horizon Tech. And I'll be covering the Big Dripper by A-Mod in the third video that I'm doing for Imperial Mist. But what we came here for today was e-liquid pricing. As you can see, they have several different flavors to choose from. And they start off with their 5ml bottles at $2.99, their 10ml bottle at $5.49, their 30ml at $12.99, and their 50ml bottle, which is a very good value, at $17.99. They come in Nic Strengths of 06, 12, 18, 24, and 36. And that'll do it for the brief online tutorial for Imperial Mist Premium E-Liquid. Now, back to the review. Before I start, I must point out I did receive these free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the products will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Okay, so let's have a look at the labels. So, as you can see here, it says Imperial Mist, excuse the sunlight, Premium E-Liquid, and there's the name, Dr. Cola, and it says www.imperialmist.com. Over here to the side we have made in the USA and then ingredients, not intended for sale to minors. That's a very good point. And then right here they have their what Nic strength it is on the other side. So you can see this one here, well, if it'll clear up, that says 6 milligrams. All these came to me in 6 milligram because that is what I'm vaping right now, 6 milligram level. So I have that loaded up in an Aqua 2 on my Kelp mod. I keep wanting to call it a Celt mod, but it's a Kelp mod. Now this is dual microcooled to about 0.4 ohms. So let's have it vape. Now, Dr. Cola, I think, is supposed to be like a Dr. Pepper. Now, what I taste when I vape this it tastes like little bit of cherry. That's really all it tastes like. This one here is my least favorite out of all the 7 that they sent to me. It needs, and I know they've steeped long enough, so that's not the problem. It needs more flavoring added to it. That's the only thing I can figure out. As far as it trying to taste like a Dr. Pepper, maybe if it had more flavoring that they're putting in it, it might taste more like a Dr. Pepper. But right now, all I'm getting is like a really super low cherry. You know, it's there. You can taste it. Flavor profile on this one, I'm gonna have to give this one a 5 out of 10. Throat hit, I give that a 6 out of 10. That's my mild on throat hit. And the vapor production, I give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Next up, we're going to go to cotton candy. And I have that loaded up in an overdose RDA on my 18500Ds version 3. Now this is dual nano coiled to about 0.5 ohms. Now this is a good vape. You can definitely taste cotton candy, and it's pretty spot on. I give the flavor profile on this one, I give it a 9 out of 10. This is a very enjoyable one, and I can consider this an all-day vape. Throat hit, I'm going to give it a mild 6 out of 10, and then I'm going to give the vapor production a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. And next up we have the blueberry. And I have that loaded up in my big dripper, which I'll be reviewing 2 videos from now. This was sent to me by Imperial Mist also. And I have it at a dual microcoil about 0.4 ohms on my tailor-made box. That's Taylor. Great company. Now, get this set right here. I gotta reposition this because it's just, if I hold it one way it's gonna leak juice, if I hold it the other way it's because it's flooded. It's flooded. It's not because I plunged it 2 times, it's because when I set it up I put too much liquid down in there with the cotton. That's good. Now the blueberry tastes a lot like the kind of blueberry that you pick off of the tree. So it's a fruity blueberry. Really good. Flavor profile, I'm gonna have to give this, I give this one an 8 out of 10. All day vape worthy? Yes, definitely. I like a good fruit vape because if you're vaping like what I like to normally vape, custards or some kind of menthol, a good fruit vape is the way to break up the monotony. Throat hit on this one, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. And the vapor production, I'll give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Now next we're going to go with strawberry. There we go, strawberry. And I have that loaded up in my Zenith version 2, which I had dual microcoil to about 0.5 ohms. And I have that on my special edition KL Caravelli. It's a very enjoyable strawberry. Excuse me there. It's been a bit dry here lately. This is a fruity strawberry, but you know what? It's not as good as it could be. I mean, yes, I could vape this, but it needs a bit more flavoring to it. The flavor profile on this one, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It is all day vape worthy, yes, but it could be better if it had more flavoring. Throat hit, I'm going to give this one a mild 6 out of 10. And then vape production, of course, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Is Irish Cream. And I have that loaded up in my Stellaire 26650, which is dual parallel coiled to about 0.3 ohms. And I have that on my AMOD 49. So it's made by AMOD. Now this was sent on to me by Imperial Mist also, which will be the next video that I do. It'll be on the 49 by AMOD. And this is the 26650 49. It's the copper 49. This tastes just like Irish Cream is supposed to taste like. Very creamy. Now, if say I had just some coffee flavoring, I would actually add this to that. It's perfect the way that it is, so I'm going to give the flavor profile on it a 9 out of 10. But if I had like some regular coffee flavoring, say like TPA, I would actually add that to this to kind of turn it into like an Irish Cream cappuccino, because that's how creamy this is. This is really good and creamy. All day vape worthy, yeah. And throat hit, I'm gonna give the throat hit on this one. I'm actually gonna have to give this one a 7 out of 10. This is a little bit harsher than the other ones, and I think that's because it's just a bit more intense. And of course the vape production. Roll it one more time. I like this one. I enjoy it. I give the vape production a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. Next up is Banana Cream, which I have loaded up in a Stellaire. It's a black Stellaire, and I have that Stellaire dual. Is it dual microcool? Yeah, dual microcool to about 0.5 ohms, and I have that on a 24 karat V3 Flictronics. So let's unlock it. I don't like the switch on this mod. Wow, that is super airy. Let me close this off a little bit more. Okay. Better. Now, this banana cream is just like the kind of banana cream that you want to put on a sundae. Oh man, this is good. Oh, this is good. Man, if I only had some ice cream flavoring, I would add that in here and booyah. It'd be a banana cream sundae. Ooh. Flavor profile. I'm going to get a flavor profile on this one at 9 out of 10. Very enjoyable. Very all-day vape worthy. Throat hit, I'm going to give it a mild 6 out of 10. And vape production, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. And as a matter of fact, this is the best one out of the bunch that they sent me. So, the last one that we're going to be looking at is chocolate. Chocolate. Now, I have that loaded up in another Stellaire, okay, that is dual parallel coiled, which I'm going to have to add some juice to. It's looking a little peaked. But it's dual parallel coiled to about 0.3 ohms, and there's a reason why I built this one so low. It's for the chocolate, because the chocolate isn't, by my opinion, altogether there unless you have some real tremendous heat to it. Now, if I vape this at a higher ohm, doesn't taste all that much chocolate, but I noticed that if I vape it at a lower resistance, that way it's more heat to it. Now, of course, if I put this on a regulated mod and I jack that wattage up, that's going to definitely make it taste like chocolate. But on a regular mech mod, like I have it on here, I have to build it super low in order to get it to taste like chocolate. So, now, so if it was on a higher ohm setting, say like 1 to 1.5, it would be like a mild chocolate. But lower resistance build, milk chocolate, very delicious. So I will give this one a 9 out of 10 on a lower resistance setting. However, in a higher resistance setting, I would have to give it a 7 out of 10. So my suggestion about the chocolate is to add more flavoring. I believe that's what I've discovered about some Imperial Mist liquids, is that it needs a little bit more flavoring. Throat hit on the chocolate, 6 out of 10 for a mild. And vapor production, nine out of 10 for consistency and plenty of it. So there you have it, my peeps. That's 7 from ImperialMist.com. And, you know, big shout out to the folks at Imperial Mist. I really appreciate the fact that you let me review your products. And I'm going to be doing the A-Mod stuff next. So I got a couple more videos coming up, peeps. Now, you can also find Imperial Mist on Facebook, which is right here. So I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube. And as always, my peeps and peepettes, happy vaping.